The boat has just arrived at Swantown Boatworks in Olympia, and it's been trucked from Portland, Oregon by Drift Boat Company. And I just want to give a shout out to Melinda Brown, who became my 100th subscriber this morning. Yay, Melinda!
What are we doing, Meredith?
We're getting a ladder so you can climb up on your boat in the yard.
Excellent!
And I can see it for the first time!
Yeah!
And what better truck to carry a ladder on than a fire engine?
How long can I borrow it?
As long as you need it.
Sweet! Awesome!
We'll get the job done as long as it's tall enough. It's just an attic ladder. The boat's situated in the yard. Sarah's securing the ladder. It's time for bottom paint maintenance and a few other projects before she gets put back in the water for her voyage up to Seattle. Nothing a couple half inches can't hold. Look, I'm a mast.
You're a very good mast, Meredith.
There's not much wind today, at least right now.
So I realized last week I didn't show you guys the inside of my boat. So this is it. I'm going to start with it's the medicine cabinet / liquor cabinet. Okay, which is also good for sterilization.
That's so cool.
And this is an old tape box from the 80s, actually. So, right. And I really wanted this traditional layout with the bookshelf in the middle, and the two cabinets on both sides, and the same on the other side. So we've got like little embedded speakers here. They're pretty deep. There. So the Hallberg Rossi, one of the awesomest features about this boat is that I'll take off my mask. Is that the seats these seats come up on either side. These are my toolboxes, by the way. But the reason they come up is so that you can store things behind them when you're not sleeping there, but if you do want to sleep there, you can move it out, and in the bed you have more space in the bed.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So it's just like big long piano hinges.
That's so cool.
And then behind the other one is where I keep the spare sails. Like there's a spare mainsail and spare Genoa. And then there's something else in the cockpit, like another jib.
Okay, so this is a Galley. This is a Seaward Hill Range stove, propane stove, and luckily I checked with Shermarine and they do still make parts for it, so I'm going to get a thermocouple and some hose assembly. I do need to get a new propane tank, so what I've decided is that I'm going to install it on the stern rail. So this has a gimbal, lots of storage here because I don't have an oven, so I get storage instead.
If you ever decided that you wanted to go to an oven, is that like easily removable? So
Yeah,
you
it's
could
easy.
Add an oven?
It's easy to install. I mean,
Okay.
you just have to take out this structure here, and then you can pretty much drop it in. It's not like complicated structural work.
The actual drawers in the kitchen.
Yeah, and under here, more storage, pots and pans.
That is clean under there.
Yeah,
That is a concept.
and this is
Oh, you get shelving and everything. Nice. And easy access to your foot pump.
yeah. So, and here are my really deep cabinets in here. Very deep cabinets here. It's lots and lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Nice, well stocked by the previous owner. Nice, pretty little cabinets.
Nice ability to keep everything like off the counter.
Yeah. So just a really basic foot water pump. I might do pressurized water or hot water later, but I don't need it right now. It doesn't matter. The reason I bought this boat is because it's a nice boat. It's something I can add to if I want to, but I don't have to like go into it with a sawzall and like cut the boat apart, which is exactly what I had to do with my previous boat. So I'm just really grateful to not have that. Anyway, this is just the backs of the depth sounder and the wind indicator for the masthead and the speed.
That's nice access.
Yeah.
It's cool how they put the box so it's not exposed.
And this is the quarterberg. This is the engine compartment, going to be under here. So you just take out this little thing, and this is Meredith's favorite part, being that she's a diesel mechanic. Just remove that. And then Meredith, what do you think of the engine?
Ooh. Looks like a universal something. What is this?
You don't know.
It's a 3-cylinder. Is it an M320? Or M20 or 25?
M25 what?
XP.
You got it!
Nice and clean. Still got Kubota paint on it too, it looks like.
Yeah.
Don't see any obvious oil leaks. These engines are really desirable. Essentially, Beta is the new version of Universal, and what they are is a Kubota engine block that's been marinized. So, Kubota made the engine, and then Universal added pieces like the raw water pump and the heat exchanger and other components. And so these engines are known for going, 10,000 hours if you really take care of them and aren't afraid to run them hard. So that's really cool.
All right, Meredith. So I really want to know the look on your face when I tell you this. So Meredith just noticed that there's a vacuum gauge right there. And I'm about to tell Meredith why there's a vacuum gauge.
Uh-oh.
All right. So the fuel tank on this boat, when I say it's in the keel, I don't mean there is a tank that is installed like into the keel or the bilge. What I mean is that the tank is the keel.
Oh. That's a thing?
The tank is the actual fiberglass underneath the engine.
What?
Yeah.
I guess I've heard of that.
And there is a red brass, which is actually bronze, not brass, but it's called red brass. It's red brass. There's a red brass tall, like, Y fitting. And one of the arms of the Y is for the deck fill for the fuel. And the other arm of the Y has a little cap on it that you unscrew. So you can put a dipstick all the way down and check the gauge of fuel. Like there's that's why there's no fuel gauge on the engine.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
The dip, I like the dip method far better than You don't have to deal with a failing fuel sending unit.
Yeah, like here. Ugh. Okay, Meredith, come up here.
Our little engine.
So you see that? Everything is so clean. Everything's been gone over,
Yeah.
totally gone over and repainted and everything. So yeah, don't pay attention to that dumb, like, there's a zinc in there. Like, why, you know, but
Oh, a zinc in the...
a zinc on the shaft, which doesn't do anything at all because it has to be submerged in the electrolyte for it to actually work. So I don't know what the previous owner was thinking because he's supposed to be a mechanic. I don't know why he thought that made any sense, but
yeah, the zinc on your shaft does nothing.
yeah. So that's a red brass Y right there.
That
Yeah.
is. So that's interesting. Like being red brass is up to 50% zinc. So are you sure it's red brass and not
Red brass.
Bronze?
No, red brass is bronze. It is bronze. Like, we sell red brass nipples at fisheries and they are bronze. Like, it is bronze. This is my chart table. And I am so happy to have a chart table that has a layout like this because not only do you have the storage on top when you open the thing right here, you've got a lot of, it's actually pretty deep. It's like a good 4 feet deep and it goes all the way back. So you've got the storage up here. Look, I've got a winch handle, spare light bulb, and you also have these drawers that go pretty far back. Like the top ones go farther back than the bottom just because of the shape of the hole.
That's really deep.
So like this is a really deep drawer, and like this is a little bit less deep but still deep, and then like all the way towards the bottom, which is not as deep because that's how the boat is shaped. But
that is so cool.
I really wanted this cabin layout because just like the way the storage space is organized, like lots of little drawers I can do more with than a big drawer where I have to pile everything on top of each other. Then I have to take everything out to get to it, which is kind of how my previous boat was. I love lots of little drawers that are stacked on top of each other so that I never have to do that and I can just get to everything immediately. The cool thing about this Halberg Rossi that all the other boats of the same exact model don't have is that they have these wicker cabinets, and I think that this was an upgrade at some point after one of the previous owners bought the boat. And I think it's brilliant because the other ones are just solid mahogany cabinets, but with this it's so much better for moisture, and I'm betting that's why they did it. Because
yeah, that's actually a really good point.
yeah, like, because you see some boats, they actually drill, like, checkerboard holes in the doors to get the same effect. But, yeah, I think if I get a dehumidifier in here, it's going to circulate.
Yeah. There's so many, like, you know, small details that have kind of a classical charm. It kind of reminds me of stepping back in time. You know, like, whoever the previous owner was really kind of kept that look on the boat, and it actually looks really nice.
Yeah. Oh, and look at these curtains. They have lighthouses and sailboats on them.
Yeah, I love these curtains. These are really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Halberg Rossi has a lot of little cool spaces like this where you can hide things. Well, I don't think you can really hide anything in here because it's pretty obvious that this is a compartment, but I still think they're... what else can I go over with you guys? Another thing about this boat that is ingenious. Okay. Like, I'm sure there are more modern ways to build boats now, but this is from 1976, so I think it's pretty cool for the time. I've never seen anything like it. So you have the floor space here when you don't want to sleep here, but when you do want to sleep here, it turns into a full double bed. So, like with the other side, you would lift this big piano hinge thing up to here, and then you have all the space back here. And then you take this little thing, this little washboard thing, and
oh, you can
out. Like, this is original. Like,
That's
they all
awesome.
have this. Yeah. You put it in like that. And then you take down the table and you rearrange the pillows, and it becomes a full double bed, like a massive double bed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is the head and V-berth area. So the thing that's really nice about the V-berth is that you can actually sit up in it, which I did not have in my 2 previous boats. So that's really nice. There's a hatch up here, and really, really nice upholstery. Really nice upholstery. And I actually have shelves, which I didn't have. I have mahogany slats. This entire boat is made with hand-rubbed mahogany treated to a silk finish. And I don't, like, there's no veneer or anything. So, the head, this has a door too. It's got a little barrel bolt that holds it in. And so you can get total enclosure in the V-berth like that. And you can just, like, bolt it there. Which might be good for, you know, keeping my dog out of trouble sometimes, perhaps. And, there we go. So there is potential for a shower in here. So it's got a couple drains already in here. So if ever, I don't really need a shower right now, but if ever I wanted to install one, it's nice to know that I could probably, I think these go to the bilge, so I could put like a, I don't know if there's a way to put a sump box, but I can probably do something to make a shower. I just have to get rid of the carpet, then maybe treat this in here to make it extra waterproof to make sure it doesn't rot. And then there's these opening port lights on either side, so I could take a shower in the morning. I could put a dehumidifier in here and then open the port lights, and then I can just let it air out during the day.
That's nice that you have that grating.
Yeah.
In place. I've seen people make sump boxes out of, like, you know, PVC and stuff. Like, if you can't buy a standard sump box, some people do, like, fiberglass up their own little mini sump box to fit whatever shape, you know, their hull is, or...
Yeah. So that would be cool. This is the wardrobe, and this is a hanging side. Probably will be my fall weather gear and some, you know, jackets or whatever. Shoes can go in the bottom. There's a space that kind of goes around in the back here too.
Did you get that stuff with the boat, or is that your stuff?
This is my stuff. This is the old guy stuff that I'll probably get rid of. But this is mine. Yeah, my shoes are in there. This is a shelf locker.
Maybe I'll hand that.
Yeah, this is the this old CD player that I don't really have a use for anymore, so I'll take it out. I might put a Fusion radio with an iPod dock in there, because I have an old Fusion radio that I got at the fisheries supply swap meet that just needs the wall side of the harness for me to get it working. Toilet paper! Yay!
One positive side of COVID, you don't need to hoard toilet paper when you're on a boat and you're forced to use the crappiest kind out there.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That's actually a design that's been around for over 100 years, where they have sinks like that slide out or fold up.
So this is, and all the, being a blue water boat, all the cabinets have this cool thing that you put your finger through the drawer pull, and they have the catches on the inside.
Really spacious.
Alright. So one more thing that's cool is that under the chart table, there's a little ledge that you store this. Oh, how do you get it out of here? Oh yeah, you lift it. So this is a drop leaf table for the steering pedestal. So this table goes here.
Oh, like unfolds and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, very cool. And it hides in this little, it like slides in underneath the nav table.
Yeah. So I can't get it all the way in because the string for this cover is in the way. But yeah, so this slides all the way back, and then it's a drop leaf table.
Very cool.
Yeah. This is the steering wheel for the custom mahogany helm that the previous owner had made.
Cool.
Look at it. Beautiful, right?
Never gonna see a wheel like that on anything else.
Look at that beautiful stainless steel.
I love the wood. That is so cool.
Yeah.
This is really unique because she has a pedestal that takes the wheel, but she also has a tiller that could be used like as an emergency tiller.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like.
And that pedestal has hydraulic steering on it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All set up for steering however you please.